Trinidad is number 6 on the list of countries with the highest crime rates. We need to address this issue. So we went from how we rank globally to regionally. When we look at homicides, we are number 3 in homicides in the region. Now, we took a slightly different approach. You know, there was a lot of discussion yesterday about the economics behind crime. And I personally don't believe that a poor person is a criminal. I think that basis is not exactly correct. I do think there are socio-economic issues that do cause crime. But as this slide would depict, there are ranges of GDPs and also crime rates throughout the Caribbean. And when you look, for instance, at a country like Belize and Jamaica, both of them have the same sort of GDP, but yet the homicide rate in Jamaica is significantly higher per capita than the homicide rate is in Belize. So we have to look at causal effects, and on a global basis, I don't believe that income alone is one of the driving forces. Crime in Trinidad and Tobago generally, 2018 and 2018 was the peak in terms of murders. Started to fall a little bit during 18-19, then we went into the COVID-19 lockdowns. Interesting point is, once we came out of the COVID-19 lockdowns, murders returned, crime returned. So the Jamaican Commissioner of Police had a very interesting presentation yesterday, and I think what that showed is if you have certain limits in terms of lockdowns and you address the root cause of the crime during the lockdown period, you get an enhancement in the level of crime post the lockdown. But a state of emergency, for instance, a lockdown on its own is not a solution based on what the stats are showing us. I know there's been a lot of discussion around that. The challenge is a state of emergency has direct impacts reputationally for a country and will cause challenges for businesses, etc., which ultimately, things that impact businesses then negatively impact the society socially as well. So it would, in essence, exacerbate the social issues that are driving crime. So that's why there's been a lot of discussion in the press on whether state of emergency is necessary. The government has said that that's not the strategy behind it. We are not the experts, but the statistics show that maybe that may not be the right approach to use, so the government is bang on. Effects on crime. We took a brief membership dipstick in terms of our members, just 3 slides, to see how they've been impacted. We asked a simple question. Have you been impacted by business crime over the last 12 months? 42% said yes. Now, when we sit down with our members, we have roughly 500 members, and we sit down with them. That means 240 odd of the members that we meet with have experienced business crime. That is a difficult situation. Secondly, we have to work towards developing a closer relationship between business and the protective services, because this is a worrying slide as well. How important do you feel business crime is to the police? And 42% of the respondents say it's unimportant. We do need to work with the communities to drive better relationships with the police. And then the final slide was, how worried are you about crime and antisocial behavior in the areas that your businesses are located? And only 4% of our respondents are not worried. But worry is a good thing, because that means that we need to take action. So the business community is 100% committed behind the government to find solutions to the problem, because the important thing with turning around this issue is commitment to the solutions. And we are happy that we've been invited to the table to have those discussions.